extra excited today, but I know why.
Excited? I am so happy. Well, let's keep that for later.
Just give it for later.
Good morning. Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Women's Corner, where we talk about everything pertaining to women, from entrepreneurship to self-growth to social impact and business growth as well. So stay tuned because we have so many a very interesting topic just for you. Sit back and don't go anywhere. My name is Kwasi Imokode, your Gen Z host.
All right, and we have in the studio with us, we have an agripreneur, an exporter, a food processor, and of course, True Hug Service, which is Haley Global Service. She's promoted quality, healthy, and stress-free food solutions for homes and the international market. And we have Adetola, Temilola. Hey!
Hello.
You're welcome. Hello, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank
You look
you.
beautiful. I love
your
earring.
Oh my God.
Let me take you home today.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Well, of course, before Adetola will be sharing her success story and educating us along how she was able to get to how beautiful and successful her business is, we'll quickly go for a short break. And the first, tip we'll have for today that we'll come back and of course hear us the story. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for that tip. So let's talk to our guest Adetola. Now tell us your story. How did you start to become an agripreneur first? Let's know what your story was before we go into the importer. So tell us, what's the story? How did you start?
Thank you so much for having me once again.
You're welcome.
The journey started as a small journey from trying to help people around to provide food solutions to people. I realized how stressful it is for people to get healthy foodstuffs and grains, spices, protein. People get busy every day and having to eat right and healthy, it's a good thing for me. So I started by helping people, friends, family, when they are doing something, when they come in from abroad. So it now grew into a business we do today at Haley Global Services. We source, process and package healthy foodstuffs, spices, protein for families within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. No matter where you are and where you are, we believe you should eat right and eat healthy.
So how did you say you want to just go into this? Because what did you study in school, by the way?
Urban and regional planning.
Okay.
Then I also had my postgraduate in management studies.
So what did you see? Who was farming? Whose food did you eat? What happened that you said, okay, I want to start producing the healthy foods?
Well, I realized that even if you have the money, it's another thing to be wealthy, and it's another thing to have access to the right thing to eat at every time. So we came across a food solution for everybody. No matter who you are, maybe you are elderly one, you are young at heart. We have something for everyone. So maybe some people, you have the money, but they don't have access to all those things. So it's about getting the right thing for them at the right time.
Right.
So I started sourcing for people for free. Then later I turned it into a business. So from grains, spices, protein, some people, they can't eat some particular food. So you have to discover what you can eat. Then you get it for them.
So do you grow your own produce yourself?
No, we source from farmers.
Okay.
So we build the gap between farmers and the end users. So that's what we do.
Oh, great. So how did you start about, because I know there are processes of funding where you have to buy the machine. You have to pay for a industrial workout place, How were you able to go about the funding?
At this stage, we don't do all the production.
Oh, okay.
So we source from the right source, from the farmers.
Okay.
So we get the grains, we get the spices. Then when we need to do some production like suya spice, we do the production ourselves. We have the machine.
Okay.
So all we do is source from the reliable farmer.
Okay.
Then we bridge in the gap by doing the processing and the packaging.
Okay.
Because it's not about doing the processing, but you just have to package it right.
Yeah. Welcome back. It's good to be back again from that commercial break. But of course, let's quickly ask this question before we go for another tip for the day. We're talking about how you were able to, the funding, and you talked about that you process and all of that. And I was like, okay, for people who process these things, now how do you put preservatives, reservatives, and of course, how do you manage to make sure that you keep what did you call that? Is it the wheat? The grains that keep all these insects away from it to make them spoil. Yeah.
Okay, the type of grains I deal with, they don't really need preservative. We do like ofada when I was talking about grain, ofada rice, beans. All you have to do is just package them well. Then sometimes we use dry pepper for the beans. We process some of the beans to ready to cook. We already sort them. That's where we come in between the farmers and the end user. We get them from the farmer, then we sort them. Then some will peel them, maybe for your moi moi and co. So we just take the stress off you. That's what we do. So we don't use preservative. They are naturally preserved.
Yes, okay. So let's talk a little bit about the farm produce. Bringing the transportation cost of bringing them from the farm down to distance. How are you able to get the contact of these farmers? Because some persons tend to, want to have this spacing of having to reach the farmers, which are, some are being fertilized. We have some of these produce that are being fertilized the wrong way. You see some times when you go to the market where you want to buy pumpkin leaf. That's the popular ugu that we know. You see some leaves are very big. Only one leaf is like 5 leaves together. Yeah. And immediately my head just tells me that this is not the normal fertilizer, because this is not supposed to be that big. So how are you able to differentiate the ones who use, the normal fertilizer, no chemicals and all of that, and the one that uses?
Okay. That's why we don't do everything. We have our specialization.
Okay.
So before we get something from a farmer, we travel down to where they cultivate and do our research. And yes, so most times we go there to bring in the produce to Lagos or wherever we want to dispatch to. So we try to limit what we are involved in for now.
Okay.
Yes, so we do more of grains, spices, protein. We get the livestock from the farm. Sometimes we do them, we rear them ourselves, so we process them ourselves. So we have dehydrator for processing them for export, and if you still want it within Nigeria. So we try to limit what we do for now.
So at least you can be able to, but you're still, there's a push to go expanding.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Guys, I know you have a lot of questions because you're already looking at me. Don't worry. Let's go for a short break first. And the next tip that will come back. And of course, gratitude will ask her questions. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Yes, you're still watching a Women's Corner. Let me ask this question before gratitude asks a question. So the next thing I want to ask is as regards the business when it comes to training people, because sometimes when you start a business, you have to have people who have like minds, people who can work with you, who want to achieve the same goal with you. So what was the key thing you were looking for every of your staff that you had to employ to work with you in your business?
I look out for dedicated people. You must have passion for what you want to do. It's not all about the money first. It's about what we want to achieve. We want to provide solution for food stuff because the food stuffs are everywhere, but we are bringing in value. So that's what we want to do at Eli Global. So you must be dedicated, consistent, and passionate. It's not about the cash first. It's about helping people to have healthy lifestyle through what they eat and what they consume at every time.
Okay. Right. That's very good. So, as an agripreneur and a food processor, what are the things that you would advise those that want to venture into this line of business? What should they do and what should they not do? The do's and don'ts of this business for the sake of our viewers.
Okay, thank you very much. You must be sure of the source of whatever you are bringing to the table. You must be sure what they are giving to you, the livestock. You must be sure that they are healthy. If you are doing crops or grain, you must be sure that they are well planted
Yeah.
Then in case you are doing spices, everything you are doing, you must know the source. You must verify the source that they are very okay. Like we do some healthy snacks, we are very sure of the people producing them. So you don't just get something from the market. So you need to be very sure of what you are bringing to people to consume.
Okay. So when it comes to sourcing for, sourcing for food for people that cannot get these foodstuffs themselves? Because reading your profile now, you source for food to relieve families of the stress of going to the market themselves. So do you have like a particular type of food you source or all round? And recently I heard there is a type of market where you can actually order for food that you want to make at the moment. If you want to make a cup of beans, you can order for a cup of beans, 2 cubes of spices, half cup of oil. So do you do that kind of thing, or it has to be in bulk?
No, we do food box too.
Okay.
We have different packages for everybody. That's why I said earlier that we are for everybody, whether you are rich, no matter your status, and no matter where you are. We do different food box, but not everything. We do rice, beans, curry, and healthy snacks too. We emphasize more on healthy snacks. If you need to snacks, don't snack on chunks. Know what you are snacking on. So we do for everybody. It doesn't have to be bags. You can do in portions. So we call it Daily Global's food box.
Oh, okay.
So it comes in different portions.
So you make the snacks too?
Yes.
I want to be
Some of
snacking
it.
now.
Yes, real snack.
Oh my God. So for people, mostly on people trying to like venture into entrepreneurship or this particular line, what's that thing they need to be aware of when it comes to starting up a business? You mentioned one already, placing value, not just the income. So what other things do they need to look out for? And you also, I think you also mentioned a part of integrity, creating trust between the brand and the consumer. So what other things do they need to look out for while building a brand?
Okay. Whatever you are doing, you have to be very consistent and dedicated, because definitely trials will come, challenges will come. Then you have to define your purpose, your goal. Why am I doing this? That is what is going to drive you along the way, because definitely challenges is going to come. So it depends on why am I doing it. For instance, we are into it because we want to solve a particular food problem. So why are you doing it? So that will always be what is guiding them per time. Then you are permitted to start small. Don't ever stay small.
True.
So keep going. If you have to walk. If you have to leap. Just keep going. And sometimes you get tired along the way. Maybe policies, maybe logistics can be so troublesome. But you just have to keep going. And when you need to rest, just pause and rest. Everything is good.
See, wait, you just did something now that is confusing. What you just did now, you probably need to start again. Because I was trying to put that. Do you remember what she said?
Yeah.
If you need to start,
small. Start small. If you need to work. If you need to leave.
Just keep going.
You said something. If you need to
rest, just rest.
Yes, what you said, if you need to start small, don't start pause. Don't what you want?
Don't remain small. You can start small, but you're not permitted to remain small.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Inko. If you want to start small, but don't remain small. Oh, that's one is the take home for me. It's a take home for me. Trust me. Well, anyway, that's beautiful. Have you tried to see maybe you add motivational speaker inside the profile? Like in the advert now, because what you just did now is motivation. Trust me, going into it. Anyways, let's ask, how did Haley Global come about? Because I'm trying to look at your name. I'm not seeing
any connection.
So where did it come from?
Well, we used to have a parent company where we do livestock and co. Then when I wanted to venture into the food packaging, I wanted to focus on this food packaging itself. So we came about Haley Globals from the name A and Lee, which is about green pastures and the land is green.
A and Lee.
So it's like fertile land.
Oh, land of milk and honey.
Well, anyway, that one is beautiful. You know what? I don't know, because when we start asking questions like this, that's our time is to fly. So before the time we fly, I want you to tell people, is there any training that you train people that want to, go into this business, right? Is there any training, or you're yet to start one?
We are yet to start one, but we are looking at starting one next month.
Okay, great.
Because we think everybody can get something done. You don't have to sit at home, whether you're a part-time woman, worker, or full-time worker. There's something you can start doing.
Yeah.
And there's oil in this agribusiness. Just
When you mean oil, there's money.
There is money.
There
you go.
I like that part. Oil on my head. Well, anyways, let me also ask this now. Since you said you're starting the training, do you have a time yet? You said next month already. Agreed. Do you have a time, a date, a venue yet, or because not yet? Okay, please, when you have that, we'll want to say that so people can actually learn and be better. So while you're that, please tell us your social media handles, and of course the number we can reach you before we continue talking, and our time is already gone.
Okay, thank you very much. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Ailey Globals, HAYLEE Globals, GLOBALS at Ailey Globals. Then our phone number +23480 65 1075 is WhatsApp enabled too.
Call the number again.
+23480 65 1075.
Okay.
Thank you.
I also want to go my social media handle. You can follow us on at I am Rose Blossom. Yeah, that's
you can follow us on gratitude_emo IMO.
Yes, follow. No, we are not agripreneurs.
We are not agripreneurs, please.
This is the agripreneur, please, everybody. But it's good to really have you. Thank you so much for doing all of this. Now, for everyone out there who is a woman, being a wife, being a mother, being yourself, taking care of yourself, because you look flamboyant, you look luxurious, you look amazing. Yeah. So if you want to give advice to other women out there who are probably struggling, who are feeling like, I can't do work and at the same time do business, at the same time have my company, run my company, be a woman, be a wife, be a mother, and still be me. So what advice will you give to them that worked for you?
Well, you have to prioritize yourself and always know something that self-love is not selfishness. You have to take care of yourself, because I've got to see that many times we take care of other people neglecting ourselves. So we have to balance motherhood, sisterhood, everything we need to balance and work to has to be done. So look good, take care of yourself. Do you be you, the world we are just.
Hey, do you be
the word we are?
Is that your PA behind the camera? PA, please, in our profile, out motivational speaker. It has to be. In fact, will you have my glasses because they all fit your dresses? Well, it's been so much fun with you. Thank you so very much for gracing our platforms. And of course, I know your weekend is going to be fabulous because you're already on red, and it means paint the town red. And of course, you're blossoming. But I think before we forget this, you talked about exporting.
Yes.
How did you get that connection to exporting? Because I know a lot of people who have businesses and they've really been struggling to be able to export what they do, especially people who are into farm produce or processing of farm produce too.
What I do is I start from my niche. That's why whatever you do, just try to have the right settings, the right kind of people around you. They are the one that they are going to promote you or whatever you are doing. So I started from my niche, my friends, my family, then the referrals keep on coming. We do both frozen shipments, anything fresh you want to. Diaspora will do all those stuff. So I started from my niche. From there, then I do my social media handles. I still get people from there.
You still get people from there, which is amazing. Well, before we go, we know we did not read her profile, so I want to do this the last. Please, I want you to listen, because there's a reason why I decided to read his profile at the last part. As if I know, I was working with the spirit. I like that, Ginger. So we just had Adetola Temilola speaking. She's a founder and CEO of Hailey Global Service. And of course, she's into exporting, packaging, and brand connecting Nigeria to the world through healthy, well-packaged foodstuff, spice, local snacks, and protein. Passionate about relieving families of the stress of food sourcing, she's expanding Hailey Global Exports reach while promoting quality, convenient, and authentic Nigerian flavor. Hailey Global Service is built to connect families within and outside Nigeria with quality, affordable, and hygienically packaged foodstuffs, spices, and proteins. Now, lastly, her dedication to excellence and Community impact has earned recognition as one of the inspiring entrepreneurs supporting local farmers and promoting Nigerian food culture globally. Adetola is also a motivational speaker.
Thank you.
That was the only part I wanted to put there. But anyway, we've come to the end of the show. It's been so much fun sharing your success story with us. We really do appreciate. And I know it's not easy running a business, but somehow you're able to pull through, and we are rooting for you.
Thank you.
Expecting that you will go global. It's already global. It's there. It's name.
You.
So you will go global.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy the show.
Yes, I did.
I like the fact that you're blushing also.
Yeah. So pretty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming. Well, thank you to all our viewers who are, stick by on Women's Corner watching us, learning and seeing that you can actually be the better version of you. You can make money, be humble, and still be beautiful, luxurious, just like our guest today. Well, it's Friday, and I want you to enjoy your weekend. And for me to you, say enjoy your weekend, have a blast. But at the same time, you do not want to miss today's The Buzz.
Oh,
there is a reason.
Jesus.
There is a reason you want to watch The Buzz today. It's the Friday edition, of course, and you do not want to miss it. My name is Blossom. I will see you pretty soon again on your screen TV. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Women's Corner. See you same time, same station tomorrow. My name is Gratitude Imo. Follow me on Instagram on gratitude_imo. Goodbye.